108 pounds from Atlanta, Georgia, with an undefeated record of 24-0 with 20 knockouts. The #1 ranked heavyweight contender of the world, ladies and gentlemen, Evander Real Deal Holyfield.
Does he look ready for the task ahead?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing in the blue corner, wearing white trunks, weighing in at 246 pounds, from Columbus, Ohio, with a record of 30 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw, with 20 knockouts. The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, James Buster Douglas.
Well, if this was a bodybuilding contest, the fight would be over now.
Yes, but you mustn't judge by people's appearances. If you pick up a book and it's got a great cover, that doesn't mean you should buy it.
Right, we can see exactly how those bodies shake down now. There you can see.
One thing is evident. One thing is evident. Douglas is massively bigger of the two. He has a very decided height and reach and overall size advantage. Look at it. But that doesn't take and carry for a lot, because otherwise all the pseudo wrestlers would be world heavyweight champions.
We've already been through the instructions one time in the dressing room.
I think this fight's going to be more on heart. It's going to be definitely heart.
At all times.
Evander Holyfield's going to pressure him, and he's going to try and break his heart. As well, while tiring him, he's going to try and break his heart. If his mind is, if Buster Douglas's mind is okay, then he might be okay.
So here we go then, for the heavyweight championship of the world. The first defense from Buster Douglas.
The truth is about to be realized to everybody. This is the moment the truth is going to be told right here. Yeah.
How good is Douglas? We're going to find out now.
I think you can get odds of 50-1 of Evander Holyfield stopping Buster Douglas in the first round.
Holyfield, we know, does get hit, but he has got a good chin, and he may well need it in these early rounds. Practically everybody's convinced that if the fight goes 7, 8, 9 rounds, Holyfield is the hot favourite.
Yes, Holyfield at the moment is looking fairly sharp. He's working pretty well. I can honestly say at this stage it looks as if Buster Douglas has lost it, even at this early stage.
A bit too early for that.
No, I think I can put myself on the line and make that prediction at this stage.
Certainly looks very loose.
Because the thing that was important for Buster Douglas at this stage is to be winning the round with his jab. So far, he's not taking command with it. Evander Holyfield is the one that's taking charge. It's not that he wasn't expected, but he is taking charge. Buster Douglas should be taking charge the first half of the fight in case he does tire for the second half.
Good work from Holyfield, and no one expected this.
I think the fight was won and lost at 4 o'clock the way in here yesterday. Evander Holyfield just hurt Buster Douglas there with a good left hook. It seemed to shake the champion slightly, but he's held off well. Another good right, slapping right hand over the top. Evander Holyfield has come to take this title.
Douglas at the moment doesn't seem to be fighting with any great conviction.
There's a marked contrast in between the Buster Douglas that went in the first round against Mike Tyson and the Buster Douglas in the first round of this fight. So far, he hasn't asserted himself in any way. He may have a game plan that he's working to, but if it is a game plan, it's not working at the moment, or it's the wrong plan so far.
And a good right cross there.
Yes, Evander Holyfield is getting through. I'm sure Buster Douglas can't take 5 or 6 rounds of this. And you see, already Buster Douglas looks like he's blowing. It will be an amazing, this will be more of an upset if Evander Holyfield stops this fight in the first round. He hasn't.
A very big round indeed for the challenger. The man from Atlanta, Georgia, just 28 years old. Last week, there's his stats. 24 wins in 24 fights. Mickey Duff, it couldn't have been a better round for him.
Well, it could have done. I'll tell you this, I think Buster Douglas has taken the view that he's going to try and let Holyfield burn out. I think he is as worried about stamina as anybody else, and I think he's come out with a plan to make Douglas work in the hope that he gets him tired and takes over later. I don't think he's going to be overall anywhere near as bad as he looked in the first round. I could be wrong, but I think he came out deciding that he wasn't going to burn up early on in case he went tired. And I think he's maybe overplayed his act, as Gary says, but I think that's what's really happened. The round was won clearly by Holyfield, there's no doubt about that.
And his confidence, which looked pretty good before the start, will be sky high now going into round 2.
Evander Holyfield, as we know, he can keep this pace or a pace like this up for a very long time. Buster Douglas, we know he's not the sort that can step it up in the later rounds. If he didn't start like that, he's not going to end any faster. All Buster Douglas can hope to do is catch Evander Holyfield with a couple of good shots now, hopefully to pull him up. But at the moment, Evander Holyfield is high in confidence. He's swinging, and he must feel at this stage that it's just a matter of time before he's actually crowned undisputed heavyweight champion of the world.
Yes, in Tokyo, Buster Douglas looked like a man with a mission.
The challenger is always a dangerous person. That's why when you're the champion, you have to have the challenger's attitude. Buster Douglas has been given £24 million. I think that's taken dollars. Sorry, I think that's taken away the. Maybe that might have taken the attitude. He was given very little for the Tyson fight.
If anybody looks on a mission tonight, it's Evander. And Mills Lane straight in and giving the champion a few words of advice.
Evander Holyfield's people, their main concern was Buster Douglas's right uppercut. They were concerned there because Buster Douglas put the left hand behind and threw the right uppercut up.
He's been thoroughly outclassed at the moment, but he always does have a puncher's chance.
Well, no, you wouldn't say that because Buster Douglas is not a one-punch specialist. He's just got the massive advantage where he can work behind the jab. He's a fair puncher, not a murderous puncher. I've asked someone to take the fight. I just hope Clarence is taping this fight because it's going to be a very good one. It's going to be one that I'll have to keep watching over and over again. I spoke to Benton, Evander Holyfield's trainer. He was giving me a few tips, and he was saying about throwing that jab, twisting it straight to the chest, sneak it in. Evander Holyfield's doing that a lot.
Moving into the last 10 seconds of this second round, and again it's been a good one for the challenger. Evander Holyfield could be on his way to his dream. So Douglas was breathing a little heavily at the end there.
Yes, I thought Douglas did a little bit better that round. He settled down a little more. He undoubtedly lost the round again. But I think I'll be very surprised if at one time or another Douglas does not assert himself in the fight. I don't think he'll get away with anything, but there will be times when he will have the people rooting for Mason holding their breath somewhat. And I think that time is about to come, maybe in the 4th or 5th round. It'll start coming. I think we're in for a longer evening than you would think at this moment.
Work with belly. You hit him with the right hand, come back with the left hook, right? Don't stand still too long.
Round 3 then. The first 2 comfortably to the challenger.
There you go.
Douglas has to try and start connecting with the jabs. Right cross, but it was only a glancing blow. Nothing serious there. Holyfield not troubled at all, but the fans who come here to bet on Douglas got a bit excited about that, but they've had precious little so far. Still, Gary, the main work being done by Holyfield.
You notice Evander Holyfield is concentrating a lot on working. He's got a good shot, he's done him!
Right on the chin.
Doesn't look as if he's going to get up. He's not getting up from that. That is a major upset.
He's out. He's out. And we have a new heavyweight champion of the world. Evander Holyfield, who dreamed of this moment since he was 9 years old, has won the title. And we have a badly stricken former champion. We must hope he's okay. It was a magnificent blow, flush on the chin. Douglas still proud. The concern is still there. But look at the scenes of joy around the man who was born in Atmore in Alabama, lives now in Atlanta, Georgia. He's okay, we think. They're just making absolutely sure, and that's right.
Yes, so they keep him on the floor. The only thing that is majorly hurting Buster Douglas at the moment is most probably his pride and heart.
That's a good sight.
There's the difference between a winner and a loser.
He's been patient. He should have fought Mike Tyson, but this man stopped the plot. But now Holyfield's patience has been rewarded with a magnificent win.
There he goes, he's feinting with the jab. If you watch Buster Douglas, his hands are low. Evander Holyfield steps back straight, right on the button. I think as well as him being tired after the last couple of rounds, he wasn't able to withstand that. Here we go again. He steps back. There he goes. Right, it was an open target for that right hand as well. Yes, one punch. Nobody could anticipate that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the official time, 1 minute and 10 seconds of the third round, and the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Evander Real Deal Holyfield.
And a good man he is too. A good advert for boxing.
Stewart on the way to the ring. Ian.